How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another 6 scale figure review with me, your host, That Metromedia, and today is going to be the beginning of a two-part Dune week, because AUG Toys has finally decided they're going to release the two Dune figures that I wanted. I know they showed off originally a bunch of different things, but I guess they've decided that they can't handle it because they can barely even release two figures. So here we have Gurney Halleck, or that guy that I can't remember the name of in real life. It'll come back to me at some point, but I'm very excited for this. And the other one that came in, I'm super excited for when InArt decides to release their Paul Atreides, because that'll look really nice with these two, especially because it's in a still suit, and I think that'll look great with these guys in their House Atreides armor. But anyway, enough of jibber jabbering. Here's the box. Here he is on the side. Nice word Dune up there at the top, just in case you forgot what house he's in, but it doesn't show you his name. It does say it up here, though, in this nice font. And I love this, like, starry kind of design. It looks like, it's got a very Destiny vibe to it, which I hate saying. But that it does look very, very similar to, like, Destiny background loading screen kind of thing. And there's the back. Nice Dune with the eclipse right there. The name, all the stuff you don't care about. And back to the front. Anyway, let's get the figure out of the box. So first things first, let me say, the armor is done really, really well. I like the way this came out. All the panels have like little pieces underneath so that they're not like shifting together while it's getting delivered to you. It looks really nice. The one thing I can say, and I'll talk about it a little bit more, is the head sculpt does leave a little bit of room to be desired. It's not as good as it could be. Some angles you could see the actor, some angles you don't. And it doesn't make it a bad figure. I'm not sure yet. Do I want to talk about it a little bit? Yeah, just a little bit. So, why don't we get Gurney here off the spinning turntable of Sandy Doom and take a closer look at him and everything he comes with. So Mr. Not Cable here does come with one accessory other than, his normal array of hands. He comes with this, this nice knife. It's all right. It's a nice gunmetal gray with a bit of silver slapped on it every now and then, and this super nice hilt. And it just slides right in there. That's about it. He does also come with, I don't usually talk about display bases because I don't feel the need to, but this base it's huge. Let me get this out of here. Look how big that look how big that sand base is. That's crazy. You thought Hot Toys was bad? AUG Toys. The sand base thing is, I guess it's their stomping grounds now. They can't be beat. However, this does bring up, while I'm trying to get him to stand back. While I'm trying to get him to stand back on the thing, I can bring up the fact that his legs are super loose. We'll talk about that in articulation. So, Gurney here. Bring him a little bit closer. And I'm not talking about the hospital bed. So you can see here, the paintwork on the hair does look a little bit better than the paintwork on the beard. You can see on the beard, there's a lot more. It looks like, how do I say it? It looks like a snowy rock more than it does a beard. Like I feel like a mountain climber should be climbing it. It just looks a little too silvery to me. His demeanor is nice. He's got like a very serious face to him. The scarring on the side is really well done. However, again, the problem therein lies the sculpt. I don't fully see it, and it's completely up to you whether you see it or not. But I don't fully see it. Coming down, let's talk a little bit about the armor here. It's probably going to be a very similar conversation between this And the next one, since it's all the same, but I love the gray bits here on the shoulders. I think they flare out really nicely. It's got a very bulky shoulder design to it. I think the armor flows really nicely. I like that it also doesn't like very much hinder the figure. They're all on like straps, so it does move a good deal more than you'd think it would. But yeah, I mean, it's all silvery, leading down to like a gunmetal-y, some black. It could be a bit more weathered. It is desert. He is in the desert most of the time. Obviously, in the second movie, he is a lot more weathered. But this could be a lot more weathered as well. Because, again, they are in a desert, and I feel like sand would weather down things much quicker than most others. You can see a little bit here, and like a little bit around. But I don't think there's nearly enough weathering for the situation that he is in for most of the time. I like these little armbands, but it's only on the front there. On the back, it's like a normal elbow patch. The back also super nice. It kind of looks like the material of like the bottom of a pool, if you know what I'm talking about, like a hotel pool. It's got like that look to it. Yeah, there you go. That's better. But I mean, it's nice. These straps go around, all the way around. They're actually real straps because they do, as you can see, go all the way around and plug in there. Looks super nice. It is super well done. And again, none of it really hinders the figure all that much because he's still able to get some decent posability out of it. The wrist armor here, super fun on these little straps, so you don't have to worry about it. It could slide off pretty easily though. On this side he has his little shield, and if you want to recreate the way the shield looks, you can just go for a couple seconds and it'll make you feel better. Probably made him feel really sick there for just a second. But we are the most serious reviewer out on YouTube currently, so that's that. I'm sweating my ass off because my air conditioning is not on because I don't want it to be blasting into this video. So remember the sacrifices I make for you. It's got some Michelin Man tire design going on right there with some thigh pads. Looking rather nice. He just won't stand up because his legs. Actually, it's not even the legs, it's the feet. Regular design for the most part of the legs up into the feet with this little bit of armoring, and then just super not supportive feet. Like my ex-wife, not very supportive at all. Anyway, because I don't have anybody to compare him to yet, we're going to skip Gurney here right to articulation and break a couple rules. Heidi hey, Heidi ho, articulation, here we go. It's a normal life, ooh, maybe not. A normal life ending 360 degrees with a bit of separation due to these collar pieces here blocking the head from turning. So you can, this is without it popping in, but you can get around it. Arm goes up that far because the armor is pretty forgiving. Up that far, back that far. Nice little back and forth. With just on a Velcro, we're good. You get a bit 90 at the elbow and pretty free wrist swivel. Decent spread. Leg goes up, not much. Leg goes back, not much. And a good bend at the leg. And free foot articulation. So Gurney here can get some good leg action poses going. Speaking of good leg action poses, so one thing I could definitely say about this guy is he's all right. The whole outfit is great. It's just there's some underlying issues with this company that just seem a little weird. I went to take the wrist peg out and it just like deteriorated. Also, in both the hands, like the wrist spots to put the pegs in, there's like a piece, there's like a flap that's like bent in for some reason. The head sculpt could use a lot of work, but I mean, for a company that sprung up specifically to make Dune figures, apparently, it's not bad. Almost everything is great. Almost. There's a few golden missed opportunities here, but stuff that can be improved if they decided to continue making Dune figures, which I hope they do at some point, because there's plenty of other characters to make, and I would love to see a couple more. I know InArt talked about making a few more if the Paul does well, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, if you picked this guy up and you're patiently waiting for him to show up, I hope this review helped you be either more excited or less excited, depending on how you feel. And if you picked up any of these Dune figures, or you're waiting to get the InArt figure for Paul in the still suit, or you got the AUG Toys Paul in the still suit, feel free to let me know as well. Let's talk Dune figures, because I never thought that I would have a Dune figure in my collection. I'm going to be honest with you. I fell asleep during Dune the first time I watched it, because I thought it was boring. And then I watched Dune Part 2, and it kind of, my whole viewing of the movie changed, and I went back and I rewatched the first one, and it, I don't know how I fell asleep the first time. I absolutely love these movies, which is why I have this guy now in my collection, along with the next review I have coming up. The other guy that goes with this one, technically speaking. And with all out of the way, not with all that out of the way, that's the end of the video. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, because it helps the channel a lot, and the channel has been doing pretty baller recently. So I would love to keep that baller rolling. And always feel free to comment, especially when it comes to anything you want. We'll chat 6-scale figures until the cows come home. And I don't hear any mooing quite yet. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me and you've been you, and thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you will join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.